This is the bags they have in the movies. Where they get in and they're like, time to feed the children. Honey, I'm home.
They were known. I'm probably chomping on 6,000 calories. My belly is gonna be protruding like I'm pregnant.
Girl, how is this even a watermelon? Like, what are they putting in these things? The toilets suck. I mean that in a good way, because like it's like everything's being sucked away from me.
Most Americans walk past the same things every single day without a second thought. A school bus rumbling by, a flag on a porch, an aisle of ice cream that seems to go on forever. For a lot of British visitors, those exact details end up mattering more than anything on the official tourist itinerary.
This past weekend, I felt extremely grateful to live in the US. I flew 2.5 hours from Boston to Nashville. All I needed was my state ID, and I flew to what I can only describe as a completely different country. The day I left Boston, it was 45 degrees. I was wearing a puffer coat. I was absolutely freezing. And I flew to Nashville in the same country, and it was 80 degrees when I landed. Sunshine, people in shorts, people happy, loving life outside, the vibes were high, the country music was blaring out. And I know America has this reputation for not having culture, but I tell you now, Boston has culture. Boston has a very specific culture, and Tennessee has a culture too. South Carolina, that had a culture, and Florida has a culture. Why the food changes, the music they listen to is different, what they do with their free time, where they live, their cultures, their values, everything changes. As someone from England, it absolutely blows my mind that you have this choice. We don't get the luxury in the UK of choosing somewhere else to live because it's sunny or because there's better ski resorts, or the weather is pretty much consistent across the whole UK. The food is pretty much the same. There may be some differences, but nowhere near the stark contrast between, you know, the Northeast and the South, for example, or the West Coast and the Midwest. You want beaches, you know where to go. You want snow and mountains, you know where to go. You want a hot and dry climate, you know where to go. If you want the 4 seasons, including extremely cold Arctic temperatures in the winter, you know where to go. Different food scenes, different accents, different cultures. It seems very normal for Americans to have moved to different states, to have lived in 4 or 5 states in their lifetime, or not to live in their home state anymore. And this is probably the reason why, because there's something for everyone. There is a place for everyone in this country that makes them feel like home. And that is so wonderful. And I think up in the UK and being limited with a choice, you know, it does make you feel trapped. And it does, like, one of the reasons why I did move here in the first place was just I didn't feel like I wanted to be in that environment anymore. And I had to move country to get a different environment, whereas you don't have to do that. And I feel like I don't know if it's as appreciated as it should be. Me and my husband had to work incredibly hard in order to get the opportunity to live here and work here. And this is why I always talk about being so grateful for that, because maybe in the future we decide that we want something different, or we want to move somewhere different, or some opportunity in itself is something that should not be taken for granted. American friends that are moving to a different state, and the way that they just casually say like, oh, I'm moving from Boston to Miami, or oh, Denver, Colorado. And I'm like, do you know how amazing that is, and how amazing that you can find something else that you align with better, and you can actually make that decision to move there, and you don't have to get a citizenship or a visa or worry about any paperwork. You can get your stuff, go and get a job, and move where you want to live.
Believe what I'm seeing right now.
Hey, yo, man, there's a school bus. There's a school bus. Bro, I think someone's in there. I think there's a teacher in there. I'm gonna ask if I can go inside the school bus. Excuse me, hi. This is gonna sound so weird, but I'm from the UK and like we don't have school buses there. And I was gonna ask if I could like take a look inside. Sure. Can I? Oh shit. Oh shit. This is so... Oh my days, bro, I'm on a school bus. That's... Bro, I'm living a life, like, this is literally... I'm literally inside the school bus.
Oh, so how do y'all get back and forth to school if you don't have school buses then?
We take the bus.
City buses?
Yeah, like we take the city buses, yeah. Some schools in the suburbs do have like school buses, but it's not like a common thing. You made my day! You made my day!
It sounds ridiculous, right? I get really excited over things like this. This is the first time this has happened in America in like 3 months, and I've been here a long time, right? So I've just been to the grocery store. It's like the movies, right? I paid for all my, stuff that I bought, and he gave me one of these bags. This is the bags they have in the movies. Where they get in and they're like, time to feed the children. Honey, I'm home. It's one of the brown grocery bags. Oh, what a great day at work today. I've got one of the brown bags. I've never had one in America yet. I love it.
Why? I have only just found out that Americans get free refills when they go out for dinner. Yeah, literally go anywhere and you can get unlimited free drinks. This has never been a thing anywhere I have been in the UK, Europe. Look, I've got a lot to say about America in terms of the sugar content that they allow, some of the weird things that go on in their country, sure. But this? Americans, you know exactly what you're doing with this. You get free refills. You don't have to keep paying for that. I'm genuinely flabbergasted. I couldn't believe this. I thought Americans, you know, I thought they were all about capitalism and getting as much money as possible. This is the best thing I've heard all week. I'm insanely jealous, and I'm going to need someone from America to adopt me so that I can experience this refill thing in real life. Do I just want to go on a double date in a random American place where you can drink refills constantly? Yes, I do.
Visiting America, here's some things I think America does better. Your toilets suck. I mean that in a good way, because it's like everything's being sucked away from me. It's like a log flume situation, whereas in Britain we sort of flush and push it all down there, just like get it away as quick as possible. It feels like a military operation. And I think the public toilets generally, like in most restaurants and stuff, are a higher standard. Like I've not been in one where I wouldn't be happy getting married in, so fair play. This one's a given, but customer service is better. I just think it is because I know this is a tipping culture situation, and that's because everyone's on not on minimum wage and they have to use the tipping culture. Yeah. But it does make me feel very attractive when I'm at a bar and literally they are looking at me like I am God. It feels amazing. But your security does feel very attacky. And I think that's because in the UK we start every single sentence with sorry, but even when we're not sorry, whereas they just go stop what you're doing, stop what you're doing. Whereas we'd be like, sorry, stop, can you not shoot anyone, please? The roads in the US just make way more sense. They're just as straight as the Barbie movie ain't, you know what I mean? It's just really easy, they're all in blocks, you can just count what number block you need to get to.
Best stadium I've ever seen. Look at this. Oh my word. This place is incredible. The US weren't joking when they said they had the best stadiums, because this is insane. How does this stadium rank among other stadiums in the US? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more adventures of me in the US, drop me a follow.
Another visitor turns an entire grocery run into a running joke, comparing wine bottles, butter, watermelons, and bags of crisps, eventually giving up entirely and declaring nothing in the country comes in a normal size. Even something as small as a brown paper grocery bag gets genuine excitement.
They say everything in America is bigger. Look at the size of this wine bottle. 2 litres of wine. Even the packets of butter are bigger. Look at this. Who's this for? A family of 10? Surely got to be their biggest bag. Excuse me, is this your biggest bag of cheese?
No, we got big ones down here. You're looking for the big bags?
Isn't this the big bag?
No, the big ones are down here.
Let's go see. Ugh. Literally, when I say everything is bigger, how is this even a watermelon? What are they putting in these things? Look at the size of these crisps. No, that doesn't even put in perspective. Excuse me, could you just hold my phone? Just, okay, thank you. Look at the size of these things. Look at this thing. What have they done to it? Even the dogs must be bigger in America. Look at the size. This is a dog bowl. I literally give up. Literally almost everything is bigger in America.
Here's something.
3 things that Americans find completely normal, but would absolutely blow British people's minds. Number 1 is the size of your trucks. In the UK, we have tiny trucks compared to the ones in America. Some of them genuinely look like monster trucks driving down the road. Please insert a picture to the comments now if you have one of these trucks. incredible. Number 2 is free refills. Nowhere in the UK do you get free refills. It's not a thing. It doesn't happen. People in Britain are very tight. Very tight. They don't like being generous. That's one big difference that I noticed about America. Very generous. People in the UK, not very generous. Number 3 is people just casually carrying pew-pews wherever they go. And you guys talk about it a lot. For people in Britain, we never ever really see one unless there's a police officer who is armed, but that's very rare. All of those 3 things are so normal to you guys in America, but to Brits, shocking.
Some things that have surprised me about the US as an English reporter that's been here for the World Cup for 5 weeks. Cars do not have their number plates on the front, only the back. So when I'm getting an Uber and I'm checking the number plate, I always go to check the front, but there's nothing there, so I have to check the back. Portion sizes here are massive. Like our large often feels like small here, which is a good thing. You get loads of food. This is quite an obvious one, but obviously not being able to walk to football stadiums was a big shock. I knew it would be the case, but compared to all the stadiums in Europe and in England where everyone walks and gets public transport, driving to stadiums has been different. The standard of internal flights is unbelievable. I don't know whether it's just the airlines I've flown in, but just a 1 hour or 2 hour flight, you've got TVs, you can watch live football, there's internet on every flight like Ryanair could never. How much people talk in lifts. I don't know whether it's, again, an English thing, but when we're in lifts, you kind of just like politely smile, but you don't really have conversation. Whereas every time here, I don't know whether it's because it's the World Cup, people are like, what are you doing here? Where have you travelled from? People are so friendly. Final one I forgot to mention, the way people imitate and really smile when I ask for a bottle of water. It's just a thing, isn't it, in the English accent, a bottle of water, and they always laugh and imitate, and it makes me laugh. I definitely think of loads more, so let me know if you want a part 2.
Number 1 most underrated thing we love about the USA.
Supermarkets.
One-stop shopping. In Australia, if you need a prescription filled, you go to the chemist. Paint, you go to the paint store. A bike, you go to a bike shop. Wine, go to the liquor store. Ice cream, go to the supermarket. Here, one shop for everything. It's so convenient to just check everything off your shopping list in one go.
So you can go and get your groceries and you can go and get a new outfit.
Oh, yes, you can. And Mum does. We just always have to segue to the little clothing store, and Mum loves a good bargain. But the other thing is really cool. Like Target, for example, has a Starbucks.
I know, and I
Mum
love
loves
that.
her coffee.
So it's wonderful to be able to go in, get a coffee and walk around the shop. And sometimes the trolleys have a cup holder.
The carts, or the, as they call them in the South, the buggies.
The buggies.
We call it a trolley. But yeah, it has a drink holder.
Yes,
So it sort of promotes you to have a coffee as you're browsing the store. But yeah, I would say number 1 underrated thing we love about the USA is definitely one-stop shopping.
Yep.
Yeah.
You actually don't need a TV license to watch TV?
What do you mean a TV license?
Do you not need to purchase a license to be able to turn on the TV here?
No, bro, you bought the TV, just turn it on.
And like legally, like nothing will happen.
What do you mean legally, bro?
Bro, in the UK, to be able to watch the TV, you have to purchase a TV license to legally watch any channel or record anything.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, bro, dead serious.
Wait, so you're telling me when you buy a TV in the UK, you can't even use it?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just there.
What, and the cops will actually get you in trouble?
It's never happened to me, but yeah, bro, I think they come to your house and they take the TV, or like they unplug the wires or something.
Wait, you're telling me you have health care, but you don't have free television?
Yeah, when you put it like that, pretty much. You get free healthcare, but you can't watch TV.
To the US, and I'm about to try my first authentic Southern barbecue food. This place in Memphis came highly recommended and I am drooling, so let's go in and eat.
Coolest vibes, felt like I'd walked into an American movie set. Everyone was super friendly. We got there nice and early and were shown to our table and looked through this menu, which was just full of delicious meaty insanity. I decided immediately I needed to go and look at the pit. Sadly, that did not help with my decision making at all because everything looked so good. Let me show you what we ordered.
Okay guys, we got the ribs, comes with beans and slaw. Pork shoulder plate, which comes with a roll, beans and slaw. And brisket also comes with beans and slaw. I'm about to load up a sandwich here.
I am drooling watching this back.
Oh my god, the meat, but oh my god, the coleslaw too. I've never had coleslaw as good in my life. Oh my god, that fell apart. Oh my god, tangy, so juicy. Okay, now I'm getting stuck into the brisket, and this was the thing I was most excited about because I love brisket, but I've never had it properly in America. That's it for me. Everything is insane, but that brisket, it's just melting. So good. Wait, I've been told the beans here are really good too. I mean, can you beat Heinz beans? We'll see. Yes, you can beat Heinz beans. Fun fact. Exceptional.
We were told we had to try the dessert, but our stomachs were very
Okay,
scared.
we've got a key lime pie and a buttermilk chess pie. Now, I've never had a chess pie before. I have no idea what it is, but we're going to taste it. Okay, we're going to try the key lime first. Listen, we've been to Key West, so we've had key lime pie. That is good. I'm really interested to try this buttermilk chess pie, which I've never heard of. Oh my god, what is that? All I can tell you is that it's good and it's very sweet. Oh, I'm gonna have to squeeze more in. Please excuse me. Not the way I just found out that this place does delivery and immediately placed an order because I need this in my life. That was incredible. We are both stuffed and we're taking pork home for breakfast. Just as we were leaving, our waiter Calvin told us that he'd been there for 34 years, and the best bit, not much has changed. And that right there is the biggest reason to visit. And if you can't go, you can have it delivered. Winner.
Walmart. We're literally about to go in now and see what it's saying. It looks like Costco to me. Look how big it is though. Look how big it is, bro. See in America, yeah, everything is literally jumbo size of what the UK is. Jumbo size of everything. Look at all the groceries. The bread. Look at all the groceries over there. Moving map. Look at this. Bro, when are you ever gonna see this in Asda? Like, when are you ever gonna see this in Asda, bro? You're not gonna see any of it. Look at all the ice cream, bro. Are you seeing all this ice cream? Look at all this ice cream. Come. Look at all the ice cream. Are you mad? Are you mad? Look, it's still going.
Everything is extra.
It's still going. It's still going. Look at all this ice cream. And we're still going, bro. Still going. I can't believe it. How, like, things are just 10 times bigger in this country. 10 times bigger. 10 times bigger. But this is pretty much Costco, Asda, Morrison, Tesco all put together, bro. Like, look at the bread. See the way the bread is all stacked up nicely, nice and neatly, bro. Nice and neat. Look at it. Nah, everything's just nice and neat. Nothing has to be messy and squashed. In Tesco, bro, the breads will be all squashed together and blah blah blah. Even buy bags. If you want to buy a handbag for your babe, Valentine's Day, you can come here. Come to Walmart. This is Walmart, by the way. They are selling Google phones, iPhones, tablets. This is Walmart. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing? They're selling tech. This is local. This is your local phone shop, bro. All in Walmart. They have everything. Bro, this is, you might as well go PC World, bro. Or flipping Curry's. Like, it's just every shop, like, all in one. Like, all in the same. Nintendo Switches. They have a game shop here as well. Bro, should I just move to America? Like, should I just move here? 75-inch TVs. What do they not have? Look at this. We're in IKEA now. We are literally in IKEA. Look, carpets. Bro, what do they not have? I should just move to America. I'm here trying to buy my stuff, saying they have everything in Walmart, but they do not have Apple Pay. Like, what? How do you not have Apple Pay as the big...
To the American suburbs. I'm on Coconut Breeze Drive. Look at these houses. They all look exactly the same. Actually feels like I'm on a movie set. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like everyone has the exact same back garden. They all have pools. They all have inflatables in it. Like, tell me, when you imagine a house, is this not the most book standard, just perfect house? Like, it's just everything so aesthetically just boom, 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 boom. Thing is that ideally it sounds like a great place to live, but I feel like it would just be way too boring. Like, look how quiet it is. There's not a soul out. Obviously this is very different to the council flats in London, but I see why people like it. I really do. Like, it's just calm, it's just mellow. Like, I genuinely see myself, okay, maybe when I'm like 45, not when I'm younger, but definitely moving out here. Like, this seems like a vibe.
These are 3 things that Americans find normal but British people are shocked about. Number 1 is that strangers are so friendly in America. When we went traveling there, every person that we passed in the street pretty much said hello, and we would stop talking to them for 5 to 10 minutes in the best way possible. We had the best conversations. That doesn't necessarily happen in the UK. Number 2 is refillable drinks. When you go to restaurants or pubs in the US, you get free refillable drinks. That is pretty much unheard of in the UK. And number 3 is the portion sizes. In the US, the portion sizes there are honestly what you hear about. They are crazy, huge. You can take it home for the next day, and then probably the next day after that too. In the UK, the portion sizes are just enough to slightly fill you up. So the portion sizes, in my opinion, are obviously much better in the US because they last longer. You can just take them home the next day, but I wouldn't recommend eating them all on that same day.
So far, you can get free unlimited refills at the water park for $20 a day. Every 15 minutes, you get a free Coke. Not water, Coke. I can't believe that. All you do is scan a QR code and they give you a Coca-Cola. I'm at a water park in Texas, which has a German name called Schlitterbahn, because apparently the Germans are the ones that started building the city, the town, and the water park started off as just 1 or 2 slides, and now it's miles long. You have to get a transit bus from one place to the other, but it's been great so far.
America is big, I understand it. Why the hell is this quesadilla the size of my head? Somebody explain to me why this piece of food is the size of my head, and I've got 3 of them. Nothing here is small. This is a normal water bottle. Sorry, let me change my accent for the Americans that are watching. This is a normal water bottle. Why is it the size of my whole flipping chest, my torso? But let's go back to the quesadilla. This is gonna enter my body. Oh my gosh, this one looks like high cholesterol, high calorific, big back material. No wonder the people here are double the size. There's no, ooh, tastes nice though. There's no such thing as considerate sizes. Everything just big, ginormous, extra large, 3Xs. From this 1 meal alone, I'm probably chomping on 6,000 calories. My belly is gonna be protruding like I'm pregnant. Even look outside, even this building here. Why is the building so big? The building is so big, everything is so big. God bless America. Hey, I've just picked up the other one. The other one's even bigger than this. Oh my gosh. The other one's even bigger than the last. My belly's already farting. I'm lactose. Why am I eating this much cheese? This place just it will always amaze me. Nothing in this country is small. Flip!
Here in Michigan, look at this. This is crazy. Look at that. That is not the sea. That, my friends, is a lake. This is Lake Michigan, and I've just had my head blown. That's not the sea. That's a lake.
The visit ends on a small, human note. A waiter who's worked at the same restaurant for 34 years, treated as the real reason to come back. What ties nearly everything in this compilation together is the same idea, repeated in dozens of different ways. It was never really the skyline or the landmarks that stuck. It was the refill nobody charged for, the bus somebody let her step inside of, the bag that felt like a movie prop. So here's the real question. What's the one small, everyday thing that would actually surprise you most if you visited America for the first time? Tell us in the comments. We want to know what would get you. If this made you appreciate the little things a bit more, hit that like button. It helps Kulturo reach more people who genuinely enjoy this. And make sure you're subscribed, because there's a lot more of these everyday discoveries still to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.